raised to life. It is overcome. Our God is able. God is with us. He will go before. He will never leave us. He will never leave us. God is for us. He has opened arms. He will never fail us. He will never fail us. Lift it up. He defeated the grave, raised to life. Our God is able. In His name, in His name, we overcome. For the Lord, our God is able. Lift it up. Oh yes, He defeated the grave, raised to life. Our God is able. In His name, we overcome. For the Lord, our God is able. For the Lord, our God is able. For the Lord, our God is able.
Amen, amen. You may be seated. As Zav mentioned before, I'm always blessed when I get to hear him speak, but I'm even more blessed when he has time and he's here with us. So without any further ado, I would like to invite Pastor Jimmy Decker to the stage.
I don't know, like between you, between Zob, like I feel like y'all set the bar way too high. Because I've heard Tyrone preach and like I just want to be like him when I grow up. I already did the vault thing. I just gotta get taller and more awesome. So if you don't, if I haven't had the chance to meet you, if you don't know who I am, my name is Jimmy. I work at a church down the road called St. Andrew Methodist, and it's one of my great joys and privileges that I get to talk about Jesus for a living. And I guess a couple things about me. So I am the pastor of discipleship down over there, which really means that I just get to help get people connected to the church, get people connected to God, and help them grow in their faith. I have been married to the most amazing and incredible woman who we get to celebrate tomorrow for Mother's Day for almost 7 years now. We have a little 4-year-old boy named Max who got all of her good looks and all of my ADHD, so that's a really awesome combo. And we have a little baby girl on the way due in October, and we're just so incredibly excited about. Thank y'all. We're pretty pumped about that. I'm terrified. I have no idea what to do with that. I grew up with only brothers, so I'm just in a whole new world. I'm really pumped for that. But I'm excited to get to be here tonight, in large part because the sermon that I am preaching this weekend is a unique one. In large part because we are in a series at my church on the prophets. And the prophets were a wild group of individuals. They were known in the Old Testament as people who were meant to be like the mouthpieces of God. So God would find somebody who could be his speaker, and his megaphone effectively, be his speaker box, and provide to the people around him the words that they needed to hear. And most of the prophets are pretty normal. They're pretty chill. And they were meant to just go and to provide lessons to the people and encourage people to live more faithfully for God, and if they needed it, provide for them a message of hope. They were far less like fortune tellers like we think of them. We think of prophecy as like, oh, it's like this, this person who can tell the future. And they were doing far less of that, and they were doing far more of just proclaiming the story of who God has been and therefore who God would always end up being. And for most of them, that's pretty much what they do. But there's one who's just really weird and out there, and his name is Ezekiel, and that's who we're going to talk about tonight. And I say that he's really weird and he's really out there because the entire book of Ezekiel is like this. The dude is tripping the entire time. He is just saying some of the most unhinged, weird imagery because what God did through Ezekiel was to use this fantastical, wild, crazy, very confusing imagery in order to inspire the people of God. And you don't really have to like dig that deep into the book to get it. Like this comes from Ezekiel in the first chapter. It says, I looked and I saw a windstorm coming out of the north, an immense cloud with flashing lightning and surrounded by brilliant light. The center of the fire looked like glowing metal, and in the fire what looked like 4 living creatures. In appearance their form was human, but each of them had 4 faces and 4 wings. Their legs were straight, their feet were like those of a calf and gleamed like burnished bronze. Under their wings on the 4th side they had human hands. All 4 of them had faces and wings, and the wings of one touched the wings of another. Each one went straight ahead. They did not turn as they moved. And that's in verse 4 of chapter 1. You don't even have to like dig in. That's how it starts. And it just gets more unhinged from there. And so when people read Ezekiel, they go, I don't know what any of that means. And I look at them and I say, yeah, it's fair, because I don't know what most of it means either. But the purpose of Ezekiel was to use this imagery in such a way that people could be awoken to what God was trying to do. And there's this really incredible and famous passage in Ezekiel that we're specifically teaching on at St. Andrew this weekend called the Valley of the Dry Bones, which is just